This week on Talk Now with Demarcus Ware, I got one of my favorite dudes in the world, Wade Phillips. Defensive genius, dancing fool, and son of a bomb. Hey, welcome, Wade.
Thanks. I don't know if I'm all of those.
All of those things. This year is your 39th year in the NFL, and all the time, last year you were 6'8". This year you're 6'9". You say you play foul forward. It's been so many years that you've been coaching in the NFL, and it's been great. How do you really feel about that?
Yeah, well, of course, 6'8" was my age last year,
Yes.
and now I'm 6'9", but I've really enjoyed it. I mean, it's been great. I've been lucky to be in this league a long time. Been around a lot of great players and great people, and obviously you're one of them.
Thank you. Speaking of players, out of all the years you've coached, who is the craziest character?
One of the biggest characters was Reggie White.
Yeah.
Reggie White, when they had the rookie show every year, he was in it. He could imitate it.
Right.
You know, I tell you, you know my coach, Buddy Ryan, I tell you, he's so ugly. When they cry, tears go down the back of his head, avoid his face, I tell you.
You know, he was just a fun guy all the time, but he played in the rookie show every year, and everybody laughed. And
I'm gonna hit you hard. You hear me? You hear me? I'm the greatest in the world.
of course, he'd pour ice water on you during the practice and things like that. He was a real joker.
Talk a little bit more about Reggie and the team and just him as a player.
Yeah, we had him when he was younger. He had a pretty good year one year. It was a strike year, and so we only played 12 games. He had 21 sacks that year.
Oh, man.
So yeah, he was a pretty good player, you know, and a great guy.
I know currently, players that you've coached, which is probably one of the best players, me. But formerly, what is one of those players you're like, this right here is the best guy I've coached, from your latter years?
Yeah, well, of course, Demarcus Ware is right up there. Well, Reggie White and Bruce Smith are both, the all-time leading sack
Those are
leaders.
beasts right there.
Those are pretty good guys. We were lucky to draft Ricky Jackson in the Hall of Fame. Curly Culp and Elvin Bethea are both in the Hall of Fame. Then I coached at Houston. So I think I've been around about 15 or maybe 20 guys that are in the Hall of Fame.
Every year, you always dedicate some type of game to your dad. What did it actually feel like, to be able to coach and be with your dad?
Well, it was special. I coached with my dad for 10 years, so I got the opportunity for my son to coach with me. So,
Gotcha.
I saw the other side of it too, so it's really a neat deal. We're the only three-generation NFL coaching family.
I didn't know that. So you feel like, since you coached for your dad, do you feel like you had to prove something to him, and then also with your son, do you feel like he had to, prove something to you?
Every man got to do his job. Every man got to pull together, and every man got to be able to overcome adversity.
I think it was his confidence in me that said, I'm not gonna have you coach for me unless I know you're a good coach.
Gotcha.
You do the job. So I didn't want to punish him because he was my son. That's what my dad told me. I don't want to punish you by not hiring you. So
Gotcha.
Because he thought I was a good coach, and same with my son.
Hey, did you ever talk to Rex or Rob Ryan about coaching experiences with your dad?
Yeah, a little bit. Although they were around. I coached for Buddy Ryan at Philadelphia when we coached Reggie White. So, I was around those guys. They were younger. They weren't into coaching then. They were into college antics, I think. But I knew them when they were younger, and now I see them. And yeah, we talked about our dads, and then of course, both of them were great coaches.